2022 has been a really blessed year for the organization. Our year started out with us moving into this new facility here on 12th and U Street. Thanks to the Public Welfare Foundation, our members, they come here every day with a lot more confidence, and so this was a really one of the biggest accomplishment early in the year. As we moved on into the year, I mean, we were able to do a lot of organizing training, which was very good for us because we learned a lot about a lot of the advocacy things that we really wanted to get involved in, addressing barriers to reentry, addressing legislation, big time legislation. We were involved with getting Restore the Vote passed this year, which was really, really huge. And just recently, we just got a really large piece of legislation passed, thanks to our partnership with the DC Justice Lab.
About what we're talking about, centering the voices of directly impacted people, amplifying their ideas. And it's become such a popular idea that it's turned into a really easy virtue signal or talking point for folks. And I've seen it done in a couple of ways that I don't think are ideal. One is, you could work with people who are formerly incarcerated, who are so mature in their lives that they are easy to sort of hold out as a poster child for, here's someone who should never be in a cage, right? That's one model that I've seen that I think is unhelpful, in part because not everybody is a poster child, and I don't want to just help people who are perfect and brilliant and mature, right? And I don't want to just help people who are 13, 14, 15 years old and adorable. I want to help people who need help. And I'm insistent that there are a lot of white people who are mediocre or not nice who don't have to sit in a cage. And so you shouldn't have to be a perfect person to not be treated that way.
Priorities for the National Reentry Network, number one, advocacy, okay? Because we have to be involved in the things that are impacting us. It doesn't matter whether it's legislation, whether it's policy. We need to be on the front lines, as well as in our community, educating people around how these things are really, really impacting us.
Some of the reality is some of the greatest individuals I ever met in my life, who I deem as influencers that I may have not met, have been returning citizens, right? Dr. King was a returning citizen, man. Malcolm, you know what I'm saying? Gandhi, Jesus Christ himself. You look at, across the spectrum, a lot of people who had impact, not just locally, but in the world. Had their bouts with the justice system, man, and as a result, they've been able to do great things if given the right opportunity. We met Malcolm X, but a lot of people met Malcolm Little, and you can't always judge a book by its cover. And if you give people the right resources and maybe give them something they can hold on to, they can change their life around, have a great impact.
The other thing that we look forward to is the service delivery. Our service delivery programs. Ready for Work program. We've been very successful for the last 4 years with our Ready for Work program, which is a subsidized program. But we've had a lot of success with sitting down with the business community, overcoming some of the differences and the traditional problems that we've had. And we've been able to come to some type of agreement where we can send them quality people who can stay on those jobs for long periods of time.
My name is Markia Jackson. I'm a DC native. I'm born and raised here in DC. If anybody say this not a such thing as second chance citizen, they wrong. This is the program that you need to be exactly to come to, because you get a lot of opportunities here. If you don't have clothes, they'll go out and get you clothes. You see how I look. and you need housing, the program go out and get you all that. So the only thing you gotta do is just let the staff know here at the network and what you need, and they'll go out and get it for you.
I've been working towards success. I mean, I see things that I'm capable of having, things I can accomplish, through this program, entry program.
And this program allows me to show that you're not what everybody says you are. You are more than what you are. And they're giving me the opportunity to show that. Not just for anybody else, but for myself. And I'm grateful for that because it gave me self-esteem and it gave me a process of understanding my own pride and my own worth. That I mean something, not just to anybody else, but to myself. And I'm grateful each and every day for this program. And I would recommend this program to anyone. You have to be willing to want something better, to do better, and reach out and bring somebody that's going through the same things that you've been through to help them to make a better decision in life.
I didn't realize that I was suffering from depression, the way the world was moving, Murray, everything was just going on. You're not financially where you at. And at the time, I was shutting down, not just from myself to the world. I called it climbing in my own hole. And one of the first build-up class with Mr. Thandor, I'm like, man, who you think he is? Second class, man, he on to something. Third class, I need to pay attention. Fourth class, I'm the teacher, Pat, man.
I mean, being in here in these classes and listening to the teachers, it made my life a little more easier as far as credit-wise, as far as living-wise. I'm trying to just get my foot back in the door the way I'm supposed to really do it. I thought I was doing it the right way at first, but I see I wasn't. But being here, it gave me a better look at my future. I could see where I'm going. I know where I'm going. I know how to get there.
We actually ended up becoming a one-stop shop. Not even, focusing on being one, but we became one because, through triaging individuals, we were able to find out exactly what their needs were. And my goal is to meet every need. So it doesn't matter whether it's transportation, whether it's food, whether it's clothing. We are meeting those immediate needs, right? And those things help individuals to slow down more because now they don't have to worry about how they're going to get around. They don't have to worry about their presentation, how they're going to look. They don't have to worry about whether or not they're going to have a meal this evening, right, when they get home. So those things are immediate. We take care of those things. But then we go a couple of steps further because we want to make sure that we have a relationship with these individuals. And
so my name is Mia McFarland. I've been with the program for 2 years, and it's been 2 years of constant learning and building a family each and every session with the cohort. A lot of the returning citizens have a lot of the information. It's just connecting the dots. A lot of them have a little tidbit of this, and there, then now they can see it with the information that they know by asking questions and the light bulbs going off. And then more importantly, they're able to come back and apply it once they get employment. And then like, okay, Ms. McFarland, I'm ready. Like I'm ready to get a car. I remember we talked about this. What are my next steps? Or even say, hey, Ms. McFarland, I am now ready to look at my credit report and talk about it because I remember what you took, we discussed in class, and I took the notes. So it's really that opportunity to really give them the confidence and instill it in them that they can go out here and conquer this, and it's not as scary as they think. It's not if, but when. The time is to start now. Take this information, even if you're still looking for housing, you're still looking for employment, take this information and be engaged, because it's not if, it's when it's going to present itself at your door, and are you going to be ready? And those who are only get the opportunities if they're ready.
My name is Thandor Miller, and I deliver a class called The Build Up, Transformative Building Blocks for Getting to the Best Version of You. But before we can take that leap or take that chance, sometimes we need that information in a motivational way. Sometimes we need to be inspired to move ourselves from despair to hope to success. And that middle portion called hope, that's where I want to get people to. My grandmother said, I want you boys to understand that you will never get anywhere in life by yourself. And wherever you go in life, you got to remember and look back on whose shoulders you stood on to get there.
I am the executive assistant here at the National Reentry Network for Returning Citizens. I have been with the organization for over 4 years now. And working here, it was definitely an eye-opener for me, because before coming here to work, I wouldn't have been able to tell you what the term returning citizen meant. It definitely gave me an insight into what it's all about. And so for me, definitely, being a returning citizen and assisting returning citizens, this has definitely been something close to my heart. And really, the one thing that I would want to say to returning citizens is that just because you have a criminal record, or that you've been through something, whether it be incarceration, trauma, whatever it might be, that is not the end. There are always bigger and better things out there for you. It's just a matter of you putting in the work, keep trying, and not giving up.
Another program, we started a housing program. It's been a little over 18 months through our partnership with So Others Might Eat. This is something that we came up with. We sat down, we talked to SUMS, and we came up with a 50-bid agreement. So we have 50 bids that we can offer to returning citizens for 3 years to help them to settle in, get their life together, save money, participate with their families, and kind of address the things that they're dealing with. So that's been something that has helped us to keep a relationship with these individuals. They have requirements that they have to meet. They have to keep a job, okay? We are in touch with them on a daily basis because of our partnership with SUMS. And we have a program set up where they can get a housing voucher, where they can go and get a voucher from us. We get vouchers from the Mayor's Office of Returning Citizen Affairs. So we're able to place them in single family living homes, independent living. We are setting them up for success. The importance of fundraising for an organization like ours, a lot of people don't understand the ins and outs of it. We've done harm to the community, and sometimes the community kind of holds on to that, and this is the reason why we have to come home and be involved, be visible in our community so that people can see the redemption in us. The reason why someone should donate to the National Reentry Network for Returning Citizens is because, number one, we're an organization that is led by returning citizens. And so we know what we have went through, and so we know what others who come to us are going through. The second reason that I think that people should helping us raise funds is because we have a proven track record. We've been in DC over 12 years now working with returning citizens, and we are having a tremendous impact. We're having a tremendous impact in the lives of returning citizens, particularly right here in Washington, D.C. And we definitely want to continue to explore the partnerships that we have made over the years, and we want to keep structurally growing as an organization, because our ultimate goal is to become an institute in the community.